You're too chopped to be going on two mans. Let's not even try and laugh that off as if it was some kind of joke. You know it's true. Deep down, if you're honest with yourself, you know it's true. Because the reality is, right, some of you are the liability in your friend group. Not the motivator, not the leader, just the liability. That's all you are, and hopefully that's not all you'll ever be. But for the most part, your group now have to adjust their standards just to accommodate to your needs. Your friends are trying to go out, they're trying to meet new people, they're trying to improve themselves. But you? Not you. There's no improvement, there's no effort, there's no discipline. It's all just vibes. You guys have heard this saying, there's always a fridge protecting the snacks. In this case scenario, you are the fridge. And now suddenly the whole group dynamic has to work around the weakest link. Now this isn't just about going out, and it's certainly not just about looks. That's surface level talk. The topic that I wanted to talk about today was holding your friends back and how this can also negatively impact you as well as them. But you already knew that, right? In every group, you'll have guys who maybe don't want to train. You'll have a guy who says that people are taking life too seriously. You'll have a guy who will make fun of people, maybe if they're improving in just one aspect, because somehow that threatens his existence in some way. And the craziest part is, you might not even realize that that guy is actually you. You think that you're being relaxed, but you're actually lowering the standards of the entire group. Your laziness, your procrastination, your unwillingness to get things done, that all rubs off on everyone. Both your habits and your mindset will become things that the group adopt, because people always gravitate towards the lowest common denominator. I know this, I'm speaking from experience here. I remember one time I was in this friend group and one guy would always show up late. As a result of that, there was a domino effect. Another guy started showing up late, and then another, and before I knew it, everyone started showing up late. We'd even go gym together. One guy drops out, another guy drops out, another guy drops out, and then I drop out. Then suddenly, skipping gym just becomes a normal thing. And just by experiencing that, I noticed one thing: if one guy avoids hard things, then you all just start drifting towards comfort. It's like that weakness spreads. It spreads like a disease. And if you're the source of that weakness, you're not just hurting yourself, you're holding other people back too. This is why I say self-analysis is very important. A very quick way of doing this is journaling. Something as small as writing what you did throughout the day is so beneficial to figuring out who you are as a person and where you are in life. And I know what you're thinking, JP, journaling's a waste of time, and I thought the exact same thing when I first initially started, but writing down your thoughts and feelings and recording what you did throughout the day is so beneficial. It worked for me, and I definitely think it worked for you. Ever since doing it, I've been far more conscious of the way I spend my time, and it's also been great for articulating my thoughts and my feelings throughout the day. It's been a cathartic process for me, so I'd highly recommend it to you all. But coming back to what I was saying, I'm going to switch base here. Let's say you noticed change recently. Your friends were changing. They were going to the gym far more often. They were leveling up. They were journaling. They were talking about all their big plans, their goals and ambitions. And you felt left behind as a result of them doing this. You now feel like the dynamic is changing. Maybe the conversation feels different. Maybe you feel out of place. Maybe you can't relate to them anymore. They don't invite you out anymore. Instead of asking why, you just get defensive. You start thinking to yourself, they think that they're too good for me. Maybe they just think I'm beneath them, below them. We just can't see eye to eye on so many points. You look towards all of the superficial reasons instead of looking towards the truth, because the truth is often a simple thing. You've just outgrown each other. That's the reality. And growth, more often times than not, creates separation. I remember there was this guy, and I used to play football with him back in the day, or soccer for most of you. And he got into a professional academy, but he had to move away to another city. And we were pretty good friends. We weren't super tight, but we were pretty good friends. And for the most part, we'd speak, go out with each other. But when he moved to another city, we stopped talking slowly, but surely. And I never took that personally because I understand that growth creates separation, and that won't be out of hatred, but it'll be out of alignment. So I'm glad that he's doing well for himself. I hope that he's doing well for himself, at least. It's been a while since I've spoken to him. But I don't have any hatred. When people often raise their standards, they look towards people who share the same standards. That's a general rule of life, and that's okay. But a lot of people, they can't accept that for a reality. That whilst the other person's standards are raising, theirs are either remaining stagnant or they're dropping. And being behind somebody is never the problem because everyone has to start somewhere, right? But refusing to improve, that's when it becomes a problem because you start expecting other people to drag you. And whether you realize it or not, you start dragging the group down. Real friends want people who are there to improve, who are actually trying. Somebody who thinks very highly of himself while he's trying. Not some dead luggage who's just going to sit around, complain about how hard life is, why they can't go on any two-mans, why they can't get their stuff together, and not make a plan. So if you lacked any kind of awareness in regards to knowing where exactly you are in the food chain, because I feel like each and every single guy knows where they are in the game of life, I hope this video will make you aware. I hope it can serve as a reminder that you need to get yourself together. If you feel like you're not the guy who's getting called up for two-mans, if you feel like you're not the guy who's getting called up, if somebody needs something, then start prioritizing the right things, stop avoiding them. You're avoiding gym, you're avoiding discipline, you're avoiding bettering yourself in education, whatever that may be, maybe reading. You're avoiding all of these things, accumulating all of these skills, you're depriving yourself, and then you're wondering why nobody looks to you for the answer. You're wondering why nobody looks to you when something's going on. Start showing your friends that you're trying to become better. Be confident when you are trying. Start showing yourself that you're showing up for yourself, and then you'll get called to rise up to the occasion. A question to ask yourself just before I wrap up this video: are you helping your friends level up in some way, or are you the reason that they can't? Because I really do hope one day it's the first one. But if you guys like this video, once again, make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. Share it to a friend or family member who you think may need to see this video. And if you guys want to join a community full of like-minded people on the path of self-development, then I'll leave a link down below in the description as well as the comment section. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care and God bless.